what advice do you give to 21st century couples and men and perhaps the way that they hold themselves in today's society?
In general or in relation to sex?
In relation to sex.
I don't know if I can give any advice on that. I think it's very important to have an open dialogue with the person that you're in a relationship with about how you're feeling and I guess what you're vulnerable about and what your insecurities are and what will make you feel safe. So that's important. And that's kind of what the film is about. It's that lack of communication and miscommunication between these two young people, which sort of comes about because of the time that they live in, just wasn't socially acceptable to openly talk about such things as sex, whereas I think it's really important that young people feel like they can talk about that quite early on. So it doesn't feel like a taboo thing,
Because internet dating hasn't really helped things.
No, it's so instant. And listen, I get that it works for a lot of people. A lot of people have found really wonderful relationships through dating apps and things like that. But it can be so instant, and sometimes you're not really necessarily portraying your actual self. And I think that's a really important thing when you're in a relationship.
Good words. And just finally, you've done so well with Atonement and other films you've been in. Is there any pressure? Do you put pressure on yourself in regards to films like this? And do you hope for nominations?
I don't think about that because just from going through it a couple of times now, it's completely unpredictable. And you just don't really know what's going to happen in that whole realm. So, so I think you'd be putting an awful lot of energy into something that might not necessarily happen. You just sort of have to see how it goes. But the most important thing is just to make a good film, be involved in good work.
Well, it's amazing. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy this evening. Thanks.
Thank you.